The Social Welfare Department wants Plant Food Stamp beneficiaries to show efforts in job hunting to end the culture of dependency on government aid. The Budget Department claims the Maharlika Investment Fund will result in more money for social intervention projects. And aspiring scholars flock to examination sites for the first University of the Philippines college admission test in 3 years. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Maricel Halili. We begin the newscast with the Social Welfare Department requiring beneficiaries of the Plant Food Stamp project to join job-generating programs of the government. DSWD Undersecretary Eduardo Punay said this is meant to end the culture of dependency. Qualified beneficiaries will be required to present education and skills certificates. Punay assures that they will subsidize their daily allowance for food and transportation while they search for jobs. The Plant Food Stamp project is seen to benefit 1 million households who identify as food poor or those who cannot afford to eat more than a meal per day. The Immigration Bureau warns against recruiters who promise quick processing of overseas employment certificates, saying these may be fake. An OEC is a document presented to immigration officers before OFWs can be allowed to leave for work abroad. BI's warning comes after 6 individuals were intercepted at the NAIA for presenting bogus OECs. They said they secure the certificates through recruiters online. The BI maintains fake OECs are easily verifiable and issued a warning against its use. The Treasury Bureau assures the public that there are enough safeguards for the Maharlika Investment Fund. The Senate and House of Representatives agreed to remove government financial institutions like the GSIS, SSS, and PhilHealth as funding source for the Maharlika Fund. Aside from this, the Bureau of Treasury said there will be internal and external audits conducted to ensure transparency on how the fund is being managed.
Marami pong tinatawag na safeguards to be able to protect public money. Unang-una po, meron po dyan mga audits. Meron na po tayong alam natin, magiging under po ito ng COA. At meron pa po dun sa internal auditor na dapat po that would be looking over and conducting regular audits. Meron din po tayong external auditor.
Meanwhile, the Budget Department claims that the MIF will help expedite allocation of funds for government projects. With this, the DBM expects more funds to be channeled into projects for social intervention.
Less fiscal pressures, less need for the national government to spend on these kinds of infrastructure. And that means meron tayong more fiscal space, meaning yung natitirang pera or resources ng gobyerno, mas maibibigay natin dun sa missionary areas. Yun po ang inaasahang direct and indirect effects ng pagkakaroon ng Maharlika Fund.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. Maricel Halili. The country has received over 390,000 bivalent COVID-19 vaccines from Lithuania on Saturday. These vaccines provide protection against the original COVID-19 strain and its mutations, including Omicron subvariants BA4 and BA5. The first batch of bivalent vaccines will be reserved for healthcare workers, senior citizens, persons with comorbidities, and the immunocompromised. The health department is also looking to get additional bivalent jabs from the COVAX facility for the general public. Thousands of examinees braved the much-anticipated UPCAT 3 years after it was postponed due to the pandemic. Dave Abuel has the details.
Aspiring UP students trooped to various examination sites to take the University of the Philippines College Admission Test or UPCAT. The exam takers seem a little tense but excited while they wait by the gates of their testing centers. Among those who went early was Jared, who wishes to take up nursing at UP Manila.
Nag-apply po kami for review center, so nag-review center po ako. Tapos from time to time po sa free time ko po sa bahay, nag-review din po ako. Advantage pa talaga sa amin kung makapasok po ako dito sa UP ko.
He was accompanied by his father Henry, who gave one final tip before taking the exam.
Talagang kailangan relax ka lang. Huwag ka na muna mag-isip ng mga kung ano-ano. Basta focus ka dun sa makikita mo, tinatanong, iniisip po namin kung ibibigay ng Diyos yan, kung para sa Kanya yan, para sa Kanya.
Delcy, who wants to take up business administration in the prestigious university, was also accompanied by her father. While they are hopeful, they still can't help but worry about the results.
It was actually much of self-study po talaga and self-review po para makapag-prepare po sa exams. Binge eating po talaga para makapag-study po ng maayos and also lot of church visits.
Medyo kinakabahan siyempre. Hindi mo alam kung ano magiging ng anak mo. Pero hopeful naman ako na sana pumasa.
This marks the return of the prestigious admission test in 3 years after it was halted by the COVID pandemic. Until last year, students were assessed using the UP College admission system, which was based on the applicants' grades in junior and senior high school. UP admin said they conducted orientations among takers and faculties to lessen the adjustments on the return of the face-to-face exam this year.
3 taon na hindi nakapag-exam. So yung mga examiners, syempre, kailangan naming i-reorient. May mga bago tayo ding mga faculty members. So first time din silang magbibigay ng exam. Pinaghandaan din natin yon.
According to the UP Office of the Admissions, there are 104,000 examinees this year, but only about 10% of them will be admitted to the university. For News 5, Dave Abuel, We Are One News.
The Senate has formed a panel that will oversee rehabilitation of the Manila Central Post Office. Recall that the historic building was razed by fire late last month, destroying at least 300 million pesos worth of property. Last week, the Senate voted unanimously to adopt a resolution creating a panel to assess the building's reconstruction. This committee is set to look into the extent of damage caused by the fire, as well as the estimated cost of the building's restoration. Basketball phenom Kai Sotto claims playing for the Philippines is one of his lifelong dreams. This after Gilas coach Chot Reyes said that the team will be practicing with the notion that Sotto won't be joining. Gilas is now gearing up for the 2023 FIBA World Cup. Speaking to 1PH Power and Play, Sotto maintained that he never declined to play for the country, and that apart from joining the NBA, playing for the national team is also one of his dreams.
I never said no to play for my country because that's my dream ever since I started playing basketball.
And those are the top stories of the hour. I'm Maricel Halili. We are One News.